history, time has been a concept that fascinates and perplexes humanity. From ancient sundials to atomic clocks, the way we measure time reflects our pursuit of precision and control. But beyond mere numbers and measurements, time holds mysteries that we are only beginning to uncover. One example of a timepiece shrouded in mystery is the Prague astronomical clock. Built in 1410, this clock is considered a masterpiece of engineering. But it's not just the design that draws intrigue. Local folklore has long claimed that the clock is cursed. According to legend, Prague will face dire consequences if the clock ever stops working. And despite enduring centuries of wars, fires, and near destruction, this clock continues to tick in the heart of the city. But why does it have such a powerful aura? Could there be some truth to the superstition? Moving east to Japan, there is the myriad-year clock. Designed in the 19th century by Tanaka Hisashiga, this clock is truly remarkable. It is capable of measuring time for 1,000 years without needing an adjustment. It wasn't just a clock, but a machine that symbolized Japan's technological aspirations. Historians and engineers are fascinated by the clock's design, but there's a dark mystery lingering. How could such an advanced device be created so far ahead of its time? Could it be that Tanaka knew something about time or technology that we have yet to discover? Then there's the Doomsday Clock, which is not a typical timepiece at all. The Doomsday Clock was created by the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists in 1947 as a symbolic representation of humanity's proximity to global catastrophe. Its hands are adjusted based on world events, such as political tensions, nuclear developments, and climate change. In recent years, the clock has been set closer to midnight than ever before, reflecting just how fragile our future might be. While this clock is driven by real-world events, its symbolism as a countdown to disaster makes it an intriguing reflection on how we perceive time and our collective future. But not all mysterious clocks are connected to doomsday scenarios. The Black Clock of Beauregard Castle in France has baffled people for centuries. Built in the 16th century, this clock was designed to never stop ticking. However, every century at exactly midnight on New Year's Eve, it pauses for exactly 1 minute. Engineers who have examined it repeatedly can't explain why this occurs. Could it be a coincidence, or is the clock somehow synchronized with the passage of time itself? Locals believe the clock's pause represents the transition from one century to the next, but we may never know the full truth behind this strange phenomenon. In Westminster Abbey, London, a clock hides a curious secret. This particular clock chimes only once every 100 years. Installed in the 18th century, its purpose remains a mystery, and no one can explain why it operates in such a strange way. This clock challenges our basic understanding of time and how we measure it. Could it symbolize something deeper about our perception of time or the vastness of history? Perhaps, like the Black Clock, it reminds us that time is more than just a measurement, but a cycle that stretches far beyond our understanding. There are also phenomena involving clocks that seem to defy logic entirely. One well-known occurrence is the mysterious phenomenon of phantom clocks. These are reports from people who hear the sounds of clock chimes or ticking when no clocks exist in the area. Paranormal researchers argue that these phantom sounds may point to disturbances in the fabric of time or other dimensions. Skeptics attribute it to auditory hallucinations or overactive imaginations, but the frequency of these reports is startling. Could there be something unexplained happening with our perception of time? Another strange occurrence involves what people call stuck clocks. Around the world, reports have surfaced of clocks halting during significant historical events, such as disasters, assassinations, or other traumatic moments in history. Perhaps the most famous of these examples occurred during the bombing of Hiroshima in 1945, when many clocks in the city stopped at exactly 8:15 a.m., the moment the atomic bomb exploded. Similarly, after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963, clocks in Dallas reportedly stopped at the time of the shooting. Skeptics claim that these are just coincidences, but it's still an intriguing pattern. Is there a deeper connection between time and human events? In modern times, even atomic clocks, renowned for their precision, have been reported to experience strange malfunctions. In 2012, several atomic clocks across the world suddenly malfunctioned, creating confusion among scientists. These clocks, known for their accuracy to the nanosecond, are supposed to be impervious to most environmental disturbances. The exact cause of the malfunction was never fully explained, but some theorists have suggested that solar flares or disturbances in Earth's magnetic field could have been the cause. Or perhaps there is something about time that we still don't understand. Speaking of mysteries, there are also bizarre reports from the Bermuda Triangle, an area where aircraft and ships are known to disappear without a trace. Pilots who have passed through this region have reported strange malfunctions with their timekeeping devices, with some claiming that their compasses and clocks stopped working. One famous example is the disappearance of Flight 19 in 1945, where the flight leader reported that his instruments went haywire before communication was lost. These strange occurrences add fuel to the theory that time itself might be distorted in certain areas of the world. Moreover, the phenomenon of time loops has intrigued both scientists and theorists alike. Time loops are a concept that suggests time may not always flow in one direction or in a linear fashion. There have been accounts of people who experience the same events repeatedly in what seems like an endless cycle. Could clocks in certain locations be linked to these loops? Time loops are a fascinating concept explored in science fiction, but what if they are rooted in some real-world phenomena that we simply don't understand? Quantum physics introduces another fascinating layer to this discussion. One of the fundamental ideas in quantum mechanics is that time is not as fixed and rigid as we perceive it. The famous observer effect suggests that the act of observation can alter the state of an object or event. In the case of clocks, could the mere act of observing or measuring time alter its flow? Is it possible that time itself is influenced by our perception and understanding of it? This idea opens the door to new realms of possibility in both science and philosophy. Throughout history, we have sought to understand time with greater precision and clarity, from the ancient water clocks to the cutting-edge atomic timepieces of today. Yet, there is something inherently mysterious about the passage of time, something that resists full comprehension. As we continue to explore the fabric of the universe, from quantum mechanics to the edges of space-time, perhaps the mysteries surrounding clocks and time will eventually offer us the answers we seek. In the end, time is a concept that shapes our very existence. It dictates the rhythm of our lives and governs everything from the ticking of a clock to the movement of celestial bodies. Yet, as we delve deeper into its mysteries, we realize that there is still so much to discover. The more we learn about time, the more questions arise. Is time truly linear, or could it be cyclical? Are there areas where time behaves differently or even distorted? Could certain clocks hold the key to understanding these profound questions? For now, all we can do is continue exploring the enigma of time. Each tick of the clock brings us closer to a deeper understanding of the universe and of ourselves. One area that has particularly captured public imagination is the idea of time travel. For centuries, time travel has been a popular subject in literature, with works like H.G. Wells' The Time Machine, and more recently, movies like Back to the Future and Interstellar. While we don't yet have the ability to travel through time, the concept has sparked debates among scientists and philosophers alike. Could time travel one day become a reality? Some theories in physics, such as wormholes or the theory of relativity, suggest that it may not be entirely impossible. But as of now, the idea of jumping between different points in time remains just a dream. However, this curiosity keeps the mystery alive, fueling our quest to understand the nature of time itself. As our technological advances continue to accelerate, we may one day unlock secrets about time that could completely change our understanding of the universe. Until then, the fascination with time's mysteries will continue to drive innovation and exploration, reminding us of how much we still have to learn. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, please subscribe, give us a like, and share this video. And we would love to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and let's stay connected